What did you say? What did you say? I'm right here, but I did not catch any of
I can't disclose the information.
Wow.
Actually
The mic's picked it up, don't worry, I'll listen back to it. What did you say?
No,
I
it's
can't
not
lie, I
a big
didn't
one.
even hear what you said either.
I said like A.
I'm not involved.
And we're live. Hey everybody, this is your boy Fat Daddy again, and we're down here at the beautiful One Stone Grove, and I'm back here with the Fuse team again. And this is the 4th episode of our podcast. We got a lovely couple of subjects for y'all today, and yeah, like I said, we never waste time. Just go around the room introducing themselves, starting on my right.
I'm Chelsea and I'm a junior leader at Fuse.
I'm Roberta and I'm a senior youth worker at Fuse.
I'm Kai and I'm a senior youth worker at Fuse.
I'm Molly and I'm a junior leader at Fuse.
Okay, that's wonderful. So the subject today is, well, let's start with our first subject, is school life. So we're going to talk about like what it was like to be in school. You feel me? So let's start with Chelsea. Did you enjoy being in school, Chelsea?
I got homeschooled.
Oh, you got homeschooled.
Yeah.
Okay, next. Martin.
I was in school for the first 3 years. So from year 7 to year 9, I was in school. And to be fair, it was just messing about those years.
Our
It
school
didn't
was
get
messy.
so sick
It
yet.
was a messy school.
What did you like? And then first tell me what you like, and then tell me what you dislike about school.
What did I like?
The school trips.
Oh, no. We didn't even go on school trips like that. We didn't have any. No, Henry wasn't.
So let me ask you, because and not to just focus on you, but now that you told me you was homeschooled, did you like being homeschooled better than going to
Yeah.
public school?
I 100% preferred homeschooled. I learned so much in homeschooling compared to actual school. Yeah.
Was the curriculum the same? Would you
Yeah.
like learning the exact same things as the school or?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
there's two things. You've got LXL and you've got AQA. I was doing both instead of doing one. So yeah, I had to memorize all the questions. So it got a bit long.
Right. So when you did exams and stuff, like how did you do that?
COVID hit by the time I got my exam, so I had to do my GCSEs. I got my predicted grades.
Okay.
I was one of the lucky ones. Didn't have to sit.
I had it too, but I wasn't lucky.
What about you, Roberta? Did you like school?
On occasions, not at all times.
What did you like about it?
See my friends on a day-to-day basis that I don't get to do now. I remember my teachers always used to say, yeah, your school life will be your best life. And I'm like, yeah, you're talking absolute nonsense. How could this be my best years of my life? And I'm like, I've got to just come in for 6 hours, see my friends and make my way home? Great.
No, after school used
No
to be the
worries,
best.
yeah.
It was after school.
And what did you dislike about it, Roberta? I'm gonna go around the room and ask everybody that.
I think the pressure, especially when it came to like exam season, like I was a big stress head. I had, just for GCSEs in year 11, I think I sat about 20 odd exams in the space of like 3 weeks. So that was GCSEs in themselves, but then obviously A-levels and stuff. So yeah, I think the intensity and the fact that we were only really judged based on the exams. Don't get me wrong, I still did well, but it was intense. I have my qualifications for your right now.
Nah, we know Roberta really well. She literally does well at everything. What about you, Kai? Was you pretty like? How was your school life? You seem like a pretty popular guy in school.
Yeah, I mean, I was cool with everyone in my year, innit? It was good. I enjoyed school, mainly for like the social aspects and obviously getting to play football and stuff. And like the sports days as well, because like you get like everyone from different schools linking up from there, and I knew certain people from football already from different schools, so all of them link ups was cool. Yeah, like.
What you didn't like about it?
What didn't I like about it? I would say, like Roberta said, like the pressures of everything, because like there's pressures socially. If you got stuff going on at home, then like you gotta manage that as well.
Finding myself as well.
I know
No,
what
go
I
ahead.
was like.
Go ahead, Chelsea.
Waking up at like 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
That's
You
what I
have to
hate.
Around
sit
the corner, I
through-
was fine.
Nah. So
That's
for
what I
that to be
hate.
fair, but it was
So
the
far.
getting on my bus. No, you're fighting humans to get on your bus.
Yeah.
That's it.
See,
Yeah, in America, like my high school started at 7:30 in the morning, so literally had
How
Oh,
old
I
I was
was
waking up at that time? I was
To
waking
get
up
to
at
school?
7:45
Yeah.
what happens is I was a bit of a bad kid in school, so I got kicked out of school. So I had the school I'm actually going to is an hour away.
Nice.
So I have to be ready at like
6:30.
6:15 because I can't get there at 7:30. I gotta get there before that.
Yo, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. It was kind of crazy, but what happens is we finish pretty early, 2:30, I think. Is that bad? Like what time do kids finish school here?
3:30. Yeah, every Friday we was lucky.
Yeah. So we finished school. What about so now, Molly? What would you? What was the pros and cons of school? What did you like? What
I
did
don't
you
think I have
like?
any pros. Like, I really don't. Apart from
I heard you
building
played
up
sports
to
though. I heard you played sports. I heard you were
Yeah,
pretty
I
good at
don't
football.
I don't really play in secondary. It was more primary and like before secondary I fell off sports.
So when
Okay.
did you play for Arsenal then?
It wasn't Arsenal, it was Tottenham.
Sorry.
I
retract my second.
No, hold on. You gotta get that. You gotta get that right.
I'm
You can't
so sorry.
confuse Tottenham and Arsenal.
Yeah, yes it.
That's so sick.
For like 3 weeks, but I didn't support Tottenham, so I said bye.
I support Tottenham.
Nah.
I'm a Spurs fan.
This is the end of the podcast.
Okay. So, you know what? Speaking of school, let's talk about first days. Anybody got any stories about first day or any first day experiences that they want to share? Starting with Molly, because she got something funny
I'll
going
hold it.
on.
I'll hold it in. So
First
everyone else
day.
can go first.
I can't even remember my first day.
No.
Do you know what? I remember my induction day, and that
Yeah.
wasn't like the first day of school. That was like, I don't even know what it was. Whatever an induction is.
Or it's like when year 6 goes to be like to the
Yeah.
secondary school.
Yeah, when you year 6, when you're year 6 and you go into secondary school, you go there just to feel out the school and see what it's saying and stuff. But at that time, you get all the different like people that are gonna be there the next year. Everyone's there, so you're gonna see people that are gonna be in your year already. So you get a feel for it. And I remember just being in the playground, and there were bare girls that were just like, just looking at all the boys and stuff. It was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone was kind of feeding each other out, like trying to see maybe who they
Who's
would get
going-
along
Who they
with,
like.
who they like, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so it was.
I
it was funny to
remember
see
like
that.
the first day of school. Did y'all do this? I don't like the outfit that I had for the first day of school. I laid on the bed from the night before to see how it looked. Like put the shoes on the bottom. And,
You're telling me your uniform was great.
laid out.
oh,
You didn't wear uniforms,
Yeah.
did you?
yeah. See, I'm too old. Even though it's like in America, most kids wear uniforms now. When I was in school, there was no uniforms. First of all, guys, I'm so old that when I was in elementary school, which is primary school, we still got beatings. One teacher would paddle us.
Is
We
it?
had another teacher that would hit us with a ruler.
What was it? What was it called? I think it was here. It was called like lashings or something.
No, there was just called beatings. And then, let me tell you what's funny. Because I grew up in a Jamaican household, I can't go home and tell my mom that I got a beating in school. That's gonna be 2 beatings.
Yeah.
You feel me? So like, you just
When
gotta
did you
keep
get
up.
it? Did you get it like, you have to do this, or was it on
Yeah.
the back of the leg?
What happens is, so my first, which is the 4th grade when I'm 9, that teacher started off with rulers in the hand.
See, it's interesting you say that because I joined here in year 4, so I'd done my previous years in Romania. So the naughty boys in school still got like smacked in the hand as well, even, and I'm not as old as you, so I guess it just depends on where you're at.
Funny story, that same teacher, Miss Hill, I'll never forget. When school started first day, I was already a class clown, and she was like, "Don't let me introduce you to Charlie." So I'm like, "Who's Charlie? Like, is that your friend or your brother or your son or something?" Forget Charlie, whoever Charlie is. No, she pulled out a big old thick ruler
Oh,
and had Charlie written on it. So maybe about 6 months into the year, or 4 months into the year, I got called up to get my paddle or whatever they call lashings, like y'all would call it. And she's hitting me in my hand with Charlie, and Charlie broke.
Oh.
The whole class felt you can hear the of relief, you know what I'm saying? Like they can act up now because Charlie's there. So like for like maybe 2 days, I'm the man in school. When I go to school, everybody loves me because I broke Charlie, you know? About 2 days later, I'm acting up and I'm like, she don't have no Charlie to beat me. She's like, come here, I want to introduce you to somebody. She had 2 rulers taped together and wrote Charlie Jr. on it. I said, oh Lord. I learned my lesson about messing with you still that year.
Double one.
Crazy.
Yeah, she was on. And then when we went to like the next year, 5th grade, that teacher right there, he was like, "Oh, y'all been used to getting these rulers in the hand," and he went and got the paddle board from the PE teacher.
No.
And yeah, he used to go crazy.
Love
Mr.
it.
Alexander, he was the Mr. Judge Alexander. I'll never forget him. He's dead now, so I can call his name. It would behoove you to pay attention.
What was your subject in school though? Like, what was your topic?
For GCSEs.
No, like in general.
In general.
What do you
Yeah.
mean?
Math.
Like, in English,
Science.
what was your one? Ours was, well, mine was Shakespeare.
Oh,
Like,
Shakespeare.
like
English.
subjects. It was Shakespeare and Animal Farm.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was the
I
other
Animal
one.
Farm and of Mice and Men.
Yeah, I did that as well.
Yeah, mice and men, we did that in America.
Did you?
I did one called The View from a Ridge as well.
No.
If you ever heard that one.
But I don't think we
did
did.
Skellig in primary school.
No.
Oh, it's my favourite.
What's that?
Skellig. Not in primary.
I was still
Amazing.
EAL in primary, so. Anything they were learning, I wasn't.
So first days, we were still on that subject, and it's a funny first day story I heard before the cameras was on. I think it happened to somebody. Marty, tell us about that story. Maybe it didn't happen to you. Maybe it was a friend or whoever it was. I think.
Well, I'm not gonna air their names out, but my first day of college, my friend needed to go to the toilet, and
My friend.
I thought that was funny.
My friend even go to the toilet. What's not laughing?
my friend used the boys' toilet on her first day of college, and she left. Never came back to that college. The same day, she enrolled into a new college.
How did she know that she was in the boys' bathroom though?
Cause I was in the toilet. A boy
I was in the.
Yeah, like I was not. I was looking in the mirror. I was doing my hair. A boy walked in, and I was like,
Yeah, you
And
just
then I
told us it was
walked
your
outside.
friend though, and then you said,
my friend was using the toilet. I was in the mirror doing my hair,
yeah.
and I walked outside and I checked it, and it had like the boys. There.
Long day.
I said, "Ee," we left. Never came back.
Yeah, I used to like the first day of school, you know, because it's like just all the possibilities of what's gonna happen in a year, new friends you may make. You know what I'm saying? It was a real positive time for me.
Definitely.
No, I
Definitely,
remember
definitely.
accidentally walking into my year 11 class. I was in year
Oh.
7 and I walked into a year 11 class, and you can imagine your little self
You were freshman.
a freshman walking into year. Oh, like all of the year 11s knew me as the girl that walked into the wrong class.
Is that what y'all call it, a freshie?
Yeah,
See,
when
when
you're
you-
brand new to the school.
In America, when you're 14 and you're in 9th grade, which is like a freshman, they call it a Twinkie.
Oh, that's so cute.
Isn't that like a snack?
Yeah.
It's like a snack with the cream filling, they call it a Twinkie. Like, you're a Twinkie! And you so moist on the inside, like, you know what I'm saying? You're about this high school life.
That's what we're gonna start calling
That's so
you.
As I was saying, that's so disrespectful.
Nah, facts.
How you doing,
Side
Twinkie?
eye.
Okay, so did you guys participate? I know Kai spoke on this a little bit, but did anybody else participate in sports in school?
I
In
did.
primary, I did a
Yeah,
lot.
I feel like in secondary the only thing I played was sports day. I was in the relay. It's the only thing. I think that's the only reason I went to sports day was for the relay. I was the last person.
Oh, you was the leg?
Yeah.
You was the anchor of the race? Okay, Kai, do you feel like sports in school is important?
Yes.
100%.
Definitely. Definitely.
What's funny, Molly?
She's very smart.
So I'm not like, well,
Chelsea's gonna tell us about her sports day at home school. She watches sports on TV. Sports on TV. I'm just kidding. What about Roberta? Did you like sports in school?
Yeah, I did. I mean, I started my GCSEs in year 9, so I didn't have that
Same.
many sports days and stuff, but I was in the athletics team, so,
Mhm.
and then sports day, I also ran the relay, so I remember
Really?
we won, in year 8, we won
Yeah.
the relay because of me, I was like, yes.
nah,
Mm.
I felt good.
What's your
Yes,
favorite
it's
sport?
not
What's your
tough.
favorite sport, Roberta? I'm interested.
I don't know if I can say I have a favourite one now. No, because if I'm playing sport, I play it to have fun, not to actually participate with the rules. So it's like I'll happily.
She didn't say win. She said participate with the rules. That means she's definitely breaking the rules.
I'm winning, regardless of what's happening. No, yeah.
And what about you, Chelsea? Before you started homeschooling, did you do any
In primary, I was in the netball team. We went, what was it? Primary was in the netball team. Yeah. And football. I was in the football team. I think we came second in Barnet.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah. I was, in primary, I loved sports. Went into secondary, I was like, yeah, never mind.
Molly, tell us a little bit about you playing football in primary school.
Oh, that's when blast on the class.
Okay, you just decided to quit.
Yeah.
That's what I should have done.
Oh,
Quit
wow.
what?
She
Quit
said you're a
what?
dead baller.
No, she's trying to say that you can't ball, and I know that ain't true.
I was at the best in my year. So
No, you're the best
I'm
at your,
joking.
you're the
I'm
best at the league you playing now, right?
Yeah, facts. You just won the league.
Yeah, y'all, you
That's why you
and
know.
Kai, you're the top scorer.
It's fine.
Yeah,
Kai, you're the top scorer, right?
facts.
That's what I've been hearing, man. I've been hearing good things about Fireside, man. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, let's keep it going, guys. So coming up in school now, who was your favorite teacher? I want to go around the room and everybody just tell me who your favorite teacher and what you remember about this teacher. Like, what made them your favorite teacher?
Oh, I have.
Let's start with Roberta.
Oh, do I get to say her name?
Yes, you can say her name.
Oh, well, she
Give
knows
her
I love her to
props.
bits anyways. My favourite teacher was Miss Mullen. She was just so sweet. She was my head of year, and I just remember, especially in the final year of GCSE, because we ended up bonding in year 10, where we were both on crutches because I had dislocated my knee and something happened to her ankle, so we were both wobbling into the home base on crutches. So that's how we connected. And then in year 11, she was very much so by my side. And she always smelled nice. I was like, damn, I always want to be around her. I wish I could say the same for you, but that's,
Oh.
yeah.
Facts.
I need to budge over next to Chelsea.
Facts.
What about you, Kai? Did you have a favorite teacher?
I did. I had two that I liked. I was saying my art teacher, Mr. Ford. He was cool. Like, obviously when it comes to art, you get to like, I always used to do like ceramics and pottery and stuff. So obviously there's a lot of like, I get to create my own idea and then I get to physically make it into something.
You're just bitter at the fact that you lost.
What was the question?
You know what the question
How is it that I started by boasting about you, like saying how you're so good, and then you're here getting defensive? Just let me have one win.
No,
Once.
shit, after you drag me through the mud.
Call a man and say you stink and you're a bad football player? Oh, man.
We all know that was a joke, though.
They don't.
It was a joke, guys.
Don't worry, I'm gonna insert some clips of you scoring for Fireside.
I was going to say the clips from us at Top Golf.
Yeah.
Especially, of me.
Yeah,
Not even you
listen.
guys, it's of me.
Yeah, so you know what's funny? We're so off this subject. Kai said, what's the question? It was, what's your favorite teacher?
That was my fault. I brought up Top Golf.
But nah, it's good. Like, what happens is this the important part, the engagement.
No, so what I was saying is I was seeing my teacher, Mr. Ford. Obviously, when it comes to like art and stuff, you get to make whatever you want, and I feel like when you have ideas and you have someone that's supporting your ideas, that's very individual to you. It's nice
Yes.
to have that reassurance there that you're doing a good job or that your idea is good, etc. And then my teacher, Mr. Manners, he was my PE teacher, and he was just one of the people who would come down on your level and just make sure you explain something so that, to the point where you understand it. And then obviously physically as well, because I was quite athletic, we just had that little competitions whenever we had to do like challenges in PE, whether it's running, table tennis, whatever not. There was that rivalry there where I was nearly like, or sometimes I did actually beat him. He never beat me at table tennis, but when it came to running and stuff, really had. But yeah.
Nah, so what about you, Molly? Did you have a favorite teacher?
I think my year 6.
Year
So,
6?
what was his name?
Mr. Wilkinson.
Yeah.
Oh, you was there.
We primary and secondary.
Okay. Did you like this guy as well, Chelsea?
I wasn't in his class.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
you had Miss Hall.
Miss Hall, yeah.
Oh.
And what did you like about him,
I
Chelsea?
don't know.
That's
Gotta be
That's the
something.
only teacher that like I don't know. I feel like
He was
he
same
got
with
me into
sports
football
as
though.
well.
A bit
Yeah.
more. I don't know.
Okay, not what you liked about him. Tell me what you remember about him. Like something
I don't
memorable
know, he was
about
a
him.
PE teacher. I don't really remember much of primary school. Kind of useless.
And what about you, Chelsea? Who was your favorite teacher?
I think her name was Miss Scott, geography teacher.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh, she was amazing. If you ever needed her, she was there for you with any little thing. You could have been, I don't know, you just didn't want to be with everyone else. You could sit in her classroom, play, do whatever, and she was there.
I lied. Mine's Miss Shaw.
Oh, Miss Shaw.
What was that about Miss
She
Shaw?
was in the first aid bit. Like I would go there. I'd be like, oh, just come up with an excuse, get an ice pack, get sent to class late, and I'd run her little errands. You know when you get from the classrooms, I would just.
Bear it in
I'd
mind
be her
that
little
like
minion so I
A1
didn't go
was
to my
there.
lesson. Yeah, I'd be like, I'll go there. It's fine. Come
Mhm.
back, more people.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
Molly, I'm interested. What was your favorite subject in school?
Science.
I actually failed science twice.
All the same.
Oh,
Twice, same class, biology. Failed it. I was like, oh man, I guess I'm
I
about to
love
start
Biology, I
biology.
just can't
Yeah.
remember.
biology was my worst one as well. Physics was my best one, and then biology.
Yeah, I like
And then
physics
then
better than
I couldn't
biology.
understand physics.
I was good biology still. I didn't like physics.
Biology,
Too much maths.
photosynthesis,
But that's
all
what
of
I liked
that,
it.
stem cells.
Kai, what was your favorite subject?
Either PE or art.
Oh, I despised art. That's because I'm not creative at all.
What about you, Roberta?
So you guys are all gonna think I'm a nerd, but I actually really liked maths and science.
Math was
We
my
knew that one
favorite.
was coming.
But only because with maths you can't go wrong. It's like that's
Yeah.
either the answer or it's not the answer.
Facts.
So
I hate maths.
I'm not gonna sit there with English like,
No.
oh, doesn't make sense, doesn't know.
The only thing about maths I didn't like is the 2a plus this plus that plus that.
Oh,
Oh,
I like
algebra.
some anticipations, you know.
Yeah, that's when it got
Like
challenging.
letters.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, maths, when you get it right, maths hits.
Yeah.
You're out here in the text, like, doing the questions in the textbook,
I'm
you're
not a
like,
maths cheater. It's alright.
Don't
I can help you out if you need
you don't know what they're doing the questions on the textbook, and you've gotten through all of them. You're feeling good. You're feeling good. You even got to the extension.
to.
Everyone's not got there yet. You're still doing it.
See, because I done maths at A level as well. That was challenging, but that was good.
She had to throw that in there that she had it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got an A in maths at A level. Thank you. Of course.
Chelsea, favorite subject?
Ooh. This is gonna sound so odd, but it was German, you know. My German class.
German?
Yeah, my German class was amazing. It wasn't even for German, it was just a class.
Say something in German.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Okay,
Oh,
what's
say
that
that
mean?
Goodbye.
Oh. That's what you're gonna say when you say like.
Yes, yeah,
comments.
No, that's someone else today.
I'm going to say your name's Chelsea.
Who?
My name's Chelsea. In
Mhm.
Robert, is it? No, that's I have. I don't German too, but I don't remember anything.
All I remember is Guten Morgen, that's good morning, or
Mhm.
something like that.
It's almost like good morning.
Yeah,
though. It
yeah,
sounds like
yeah.
it's
Good morning.
Gute Nacht.
Who?
Gute Nacht. Good night.
No,
That's good
I
night.
can't even remember the alphabet or the nothing.
What language did you learn at school?
French.
Zwei,
Did you?
drei.
I done French as well.
French. I know the basics in French. That's all.
Oh no, I don't Japanese and German.
That is mad.
Don't ask me Japanese, though.
and
Yeah, but
German.
our school was a language
Okuwa Molly
school.
Des. That's my name is Molly. That's
Say
what it
again?
In what?
is. Okuwa Molly Des.
What language?
Japanese.
Oh wow.
So
Can you write it as well?
No.
Oh,
Come on, now that's a whole other situation, right? You gotta know how to draw the right Chinese, like, or Japanese, or any of those things, you know. All right, we touched on this a little bit earlier, but what do you guys think? Do you think that it's good or bad that kids wear school uniforms?
it's good.
Like, what's the pros and cons? Like,
I think it's good, but the extent to which they penalize people for having the incorrect uniform, I don't think it's that deep. Because I feel like not everyone will have the same kind of clothing or the same brands of clothing and stuff, so people will automatically get judged for having certain clothes and stuff. Especially when you're that young as well, you don't understand the effect that looking at someone differently just because they wear different clothes has on that person. But in terms of teachers policing students for not having, like, I don't know, their tie or not having their,
Or their t-shirts not tucked in or something like that.
yeah, I think it's a bit dramatic.
Don't they have to wear like a PE kit? Let's say they didn't do this when I was in school, especially in America. But don't they have to wear like a PE kit on one whole day, like the whole day they're wearing their PE uniform?
I don't know about the whole day, but
Our
definitely
Our school
for
was
PE
so
in the
bad
lesson.
with PE.
They done that in our school.
Yeah, but
On Fridays you could wear it.
Really?
Yeah. If you have it on Friday, you can wear it.
because we used to have double PE as well, so it would be 2 hours of straight PE. You could stay in your whatever all day. But at
That's
one
sneaky.
at one time, girls was not allowed to wear leggings at all.
Really?
Yeah, we
That's
don't
weird.
know why, but we just was not allowed.
I think it's silly. Even on, I remember in my school, like even on like Mufti Day, like you wasn't allowed to wear hats.
What's Mufti Day?
Like Mufti, like wear your own clothes day. You pay £1 and
Who calls it Mufti?
it was called Mufti Day in my school.
Oh,
What did you lot
come in
call
your
it?
own pool. Come in your own
Non-school
pool.
uniform.
Yeah, not school uniform day.
I was very confused. Like, what is this?
Yeah, I was like, oh.
Do your research and search out what Mufti Day is because
What
it'll
year
come
was
up.
that? 1800s.
Why are you laughing? You're from the same era as me.
No, do you know what I didn't get? Everyone came in black Air Forces. Everyone.
Not me.
I did.
Stay safe.
What?
I
Black,
did.
black
Black
Air
Air
Forces?
Black Air Forces is my go-to school trainers.
Oh, school shoes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my
Oh,
day.
God, I'm about to say, don't black Air
Mine was
Forces
them
mean that you on crud?
Yeah, and I have black Karachis.
Yeah.
Oh, black Karachis mean you on crud too?
Criminal. They were
Yeah,
criminals.
I
They
gotta
were
look
hard
out
though.
for that type of stuff.
Yeah,
And
so
then
we got
Wait,
banned
wait,
and then
wait,
we all
fluxes.
went to kickers.
Daddy, that's fluxes.
I never
I never
owned
owned
kickers
a pair
in my
of
life.
fluxes.
Really?
Did you ever own kickers?
Year 7, I think, 1 year.
Kickers were calm.
Nah.
No, because we all had black Air Forces as well, and then they
They
got
look
so
so
strict,
odd
they-
on my feet.
they started giving us 1 hour detentions for them, so everyone migrated to kickers.
Our school done 90 minutes.
They started.
They started doing
That's
See,
like
90
Miss,
minutes.
see
Mm-hmm.
Chrissy, Miss Quirk, I think her name's Miss Quirk.
Yeah.
She used to cut my 90s into 3 30 minutes. She used to cut my hours to half an hour, so I was not sitting an hour of detention.
The fact that I just had a lawyer like a solicitor and
Yeah, it was on my system in B block. You know where the German bit is, where you have to come by Miss
Yes,
and then go
yes,
up by Miss
yes. Our one-way system
And I
made no
must have-
sense.
You had a one-way system, like it's on
Yeah.
roads. Like
Because our school was, I'm not gonna lie, our school was massive. Like,
Our school
it's
is
not even
going
massive,
the wrong
it was
way. You're
just
getting booted down the
long.
stairs to go the right
Yeah.
way. Like the kids don't care, and the teachers are just as worse.
that's unfortunate.
I remember in internal exclusion, I had to sharpen every year's pencils.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
the
your
name right there.
your hand
No,
came
hang
out
on.
grey.
I
Came out grey from all that lead.
Went to
I
school
was
and everything was
done.
still current.
I watched Animal Farm like
scrubbing.
3 times during the time.
You what?
I watched Animal Farm on YouTube 3 times. I was like, yo, year 11, I'm just gonna rewatch this.
Smart.
I was taking notes and I lost the notes. I was like, great.
How's the sharpener still work? They mostly still have it in like a little memory box going, Chelsea sharpener.
I sharpened 5,000 pencils.
yeah, it's funny they call it like what did you call it? Internal exclusion.
Yeah.
In America, it's the same thing. We just call it indoor suspension
Yeah, that makes sense.
because we when you're like, what you call it exclusion? When you're excluded from school, is that permanent?
Nah, you
No,
can
you
get
can.
permanent or just temporary.
Oh, okay. See, we have suspension, which is temporary, 10 days, 15 days, or whatever, and then we have expulsion. So if you was expelled, then you can't go to school no more. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, we're not gonna be here too much longer. Let's get into the rest of these questions. Okay, let me ask you guys. And I know we talked about this, I think, on our first and second episode, but did you guys experience any bullying at school?
Experience it now on the day-to-day with Chloe.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. I'm just saying, like, or like maybe it wasn't even you who was being bullied, but maybe it was like you seen someone being
Yeah,
bullied.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. In my school, there was a girl, and she had like I think she had dandruff in her hair or something,
Oh wow.
and it was in maths, and someone mistakenly said it was nits.
You said it was nits?
So like the next like however many years of high school, she was the girl with nits. Like I don't want to sit next to her. Like
Oh
There was a
wow.
girl
And
in
it's
your
like,
year.
it's
I
just
think she
rude.
was called. I'm sorry to end that. Oh, wow.
If that was you, I'm so sorry. Because it didn't come from me.
I just,
Molly, that's not funny.
Okay, don't put that in.
I'm seeing you laugh.
I'll
It's
be
making me
Monday
laugh
now.
and it's not funny.
No, because I looked at Chelsea and I just got the.
Don't worry, I'll be
Oh,
Monday.
God.
Keep on going.
Yeah. But anyways, some girl in my year, I'm not gonna expose her, but I think you'll know who it is. She was getting bullied for like, it was literally no reason, but we used to do swimming in year 7, do you remember that?
Yeah.
She got drowned.
She got drowned.
Oh
Hold on, did she
my.
drown?
Nah,
No,
she just like.
she's-
She was drowning.
No, like the girl with like the
I was
girls that would
physically
pick on
there.
her would just dunk her head under water and that.
No,
Like,
no, no. It
they
wasn't
would
even
bully
that.
her.
But I think when you drown, you're dead, right?
Okay, they were trying.
They was trying to drown her.
so
Yeah.
They was trying
You
to drown
scared
her.
me at first. I thought she
And then-
actually drowned. I was just like, why that's
Yeah.
definitely not
And then
funny.
Why has that happened?
Then because of that, she had to move bands. Like we had
Yeah.
bands in our year, and then after that, she left after that year because the incident occurred.
Oh my
No,
goodness.
there was another girl that done exactly the same thing. Oh my gosh, she told everyone in the year, I can swim. So I was like, alright, cool, show us. She jumped in the deep end, flapping about. That's it.
Oh, that
The
happens
swimmer
to
of
my
the
friends.
swimmer of the group jumped in, grabbed her, and throughout the whole year she was just.
I actually
developing
nearly
foot-
drowned in year 6. You know, when we were at PGL, I went Treco.
Yes.
I went in the deep end. Oh my god, I literally was. Yara saved me. Yara, you're never gonna watch this, but I do.
All right, I want to just segue into basically our second subject for the day. We're just going to touch on it real quick. It's basically teen life. You know what I'm saying? What it's like to be a teen. Molly and Chelsea, you guys are still teenagers. Kai and Roberta, you'll talk about it in the past tense.
I'm just about out of teen life, please.
Now that y'all so old now, now that y'all two old cows, we gonna y'all talk about it in the past tense, right? So, what was the disadvantages of being a teenager, or what do you feel like you guys? I want Molly and Chelsea to answer first. What do you guys feel like the disadvantages of being a teenager now?
I would say beforehand, no one would take you seriously. Like you're just a kid.
I feel like not being able to get a job as well.
That's a big disadvantage, I think.
But like, when you first become a teenager, like, because we're still teens now when we work, but when you're like 15, 14,
Yeah.
even 16,
Getting up to
even at
that.
16 years old, it's kind of hard to get a job as well.
You've got to know where you're looking to
And then it's like
find
taking
a job.
serious, because if you work at 16, like, you're so young, like, the workplace can just take advantage of you and be like, oh, like, they're not smart enough, like, they're still a teenager to know what they're doing.
You say they don't take you serious because you're just like young.
Yeah. That never
I
happened
hear
to me though.
I hate that though, because I worked. Where did I work? I worked in Sports Direct once.
What did you
Who
say?
said that?
She
Someone said
she
McDonald's.
McDonald's. Stop paying on that working McDonald's. I worked in Sports
Can't
Direct
say
once,
that.
and they employ people that are
It
like
wasn't Molly that said that.
they employ people that are like 16, and I was there. I think I don't know how old, maybe like 19 or 20, whatever not. And we're literally doing the exact same job, but literally just because of the age to get paid less than me, which I don't know, like I can't do anything about that, but I didn't think it was
Yeah.
right personally.
So it's not fair for them to pay someone younger.
Yeah.
What do you guys think the advantages were of being a teenager? Well, first you guys tell me what you think the advantages are now, and then I'll come back to Roberta and Kai and then find out what it was like for you guys as teenagers. So, Molly and Chelsea, what's the advantages of being a teenager now?
Right now,
Yeah, like you guys still teens, even when you were younger as teens, what were the advantages?
I don't have anything from previous, but right now it's buying my own shoes. My mum can't tell me nothing now.
yeah,
Fine,
working
yeah.
for your own money at your
Yeah,
age.
it's like doing whatever. Spending your own money on yourself.
Yeah,
Like,
like you're treating yourself now. Before you couldn't. Now we're working.
and I feel like being able to buy my parents stuff as well. Kind of.
Yeah.
Because like they used to.
You can do a lot more now. Like the plans are to fly out now that we get money and things like that. There's a lot you can do now. You can plan ahead. Before you couldn't because you didn't know where you was going to be when you was 18. But now you know, you can start planning your life. But when you're younger, you just want to mess about.
With your friends. And I feel like having a lot
Literally.
of friends when you're younger, that's kind of an advantage. Like, you're not going to be friends with them forever, but having that many friends,
Yeah.
like, it's kind of like a support kind of thing.
And I don't know if it was just me. I had this after school group. Like we would go to one park for about 30
I
minutes.
had that.
Then we'd run to
I
Brent
don't
Cross
talk to
and
any of
mess.
them anymore though. Tell me dirty.
haters.
Sorry, just gonna.
And what, like, see, okay, so Kai and Roberta, what was the disadvantages of being teenagers when you guys were teenagers in the 70s?
He said,
Yo, I wish I was in the
You
70s.
see the tin cans? Hey guys! Can you pay up for it?
It's funny you say that because we did used to do that, but I wasn't born in the 70s. I wasn't born in the 70s. My mum was, not me. Disadvantages.
I would say just not having money, to be honest. I think it's important when you're like a teenager to have the right support as well, whether it's if you're trying to pursue football or I don't know where it is. You just need that support there to be able to guide you in whatever direction it is that you might want to go in. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, yeah, if you don't have that, then that can be a disadvantage because you're not able to, you don't know yourself well enough to know you might need to go get hard with this or take up this opportunity. You need someone there to maybe tell you, to reinforce that for you, but if you don't have that, then that can be a disadvantage, I say.
What about you, Roberta? What was the disadvantages of being a teenager?
I'd agree with what Chelsea said right at the beginning. I feel like even when I was a teenager, there was a lot of expectations to act like an adult, but not get treated like an adult. So it's like I'd have to behave a certain way, but I wouldn't get the same respect.
So you had the responsibility of acting like an adult, but you didn't get the privileges of actually being an adult.
Exactly, especially because like I'm the firstborn in my family, firstborn daughter. So I feel like even that in itself, there was
you're basically
always...
second mom.
Exactly. Yes. Second mum to my siblings. So yeah.
You see what you were saying about money when you was younger, but see with me, when I didn't have money to my name, I would find so many things to do.
Oh no, facts. 100%.
Like so many things.
Yeah.
But now I've got the money, but what am I doing with it? Like there's nowhere to go in, and I blame COVID for that. There's nowhere to go.
Well, the camera can see what you doing with some of that money with them fresh Jordans. Oh look, what you? Yeah.
We won them today, guys.
I got on the
I won the black
What's
The Clarks.
Oh, that boy got on the clock. We get the Clarks that naughty.
Clarks we prefer.
Roberta, you not gonna show yours?
I want to show mine. I can show you mine if you want. I'm not gonna lie.
You got the Clarks in.
We should just do that every episode. We should just have like a crep check. Go around the room with everybody got on today.
I will have to
Stop
start getting the game back up.
I don't know if the camera got
I'm wearing them.
You're not gonna come with 2 different pairs of Jordans and be like, yeah.
No, Noah and Molly should just wear 1 foot of each exclusive Jordan. Just to show you that she got both pairs.
She's like,
Nah.
good
I
shout.
was like, nah.
Okay, so let me ask you guys this. Do you think that the internet has a big influence on teenagers nowadays? Or does it play an important role in teenagers' lives?
1,000,000%. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Like, why though?
Because everyone's, this like kind of sets the standard. That depends. If you're on social media and you're tapped in, which a lot of people are, especially for people in school, like secondary school, it's like the standard is kind of set in terms of like, I don't know, like what you're supposed to be wearing, the kind of jokes you're making, the kind of music you're listening to. That kind of sets the standard. So if you're not in that, then
You say that if you're not on the internet, you're out of the loop, basically.
Yeah.
You don't even know what's going on. You don't even know that black Air Forces make you look like you on crud.
Yeah,
She wasn't on the internet.
Yeah, I mean it's not the be all and end all for people like that are teenagers like that, but I think it's something to be aware of.
Yeah. What about you guys? How do y'all feel that the internet plays a role on teenage life?
It does, big time. Even I would have to say, even myself, like I was constantly on social media, just trying to what's going on today, or yeah.
I wasn't really that. During the second, I wasn't really on social media like that. I didn't get TikTok till COVID.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I was Musically. I literally done the from Musically to TikTok. I was a bang out of social media, and it does take a toll. If I wasn't on social media so much, I feel like I would have been way more focused in school.
I feel like when you're younger, you get like you get trolled more on social media when you're younger. to then like in real life kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You get bullied in school, yeah, but after school hours, there's group chats. Like it's a lot more platforms to just.
Do you know what's crazy? When I was in school, we had, what was it? Year 6, year 7. I still had a slide-up phone, Samsung. Then year 7, still kind of had that. Then that's when Blackberries came in.
Oh, they were
I had a
sick.
white black.
Everyone had Blackberries, but there was there group chats on Blackberries?
Yeah.
BBS.
BBM.
Yeah.
BBM.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was group chats on. I don't remember.
There was
What?
there was
Remember the
BBM
monster
group
mushrooms?
chat.
Your screen.
Yeah, so we was all in them.
There's a lot of hating going on in there.
Yeah, it was cool though because you'd get people like you'd be able to like shout at your friends to everyone on broadcast and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That more game was like the word mode on BlackBerry.
But it definitely caused issues though when people would scream much chats and then send it to this person.
See, I'm so old, right? That I remember when the internet first came out, and what we used to do was go in AOL chat rooms,
Yeah.
and it was no group. It's the whole internet in one room.
Yo,
Yeah.
that's
And
crazy.
you used to meet people though. You'd be like, such and such, you seem like a cool person, DM me. Like, and people would DM you, and that's how people met. Like,
That's crazy.
so when you hear people, anybody pre 97 say they met someone online, yeah, they met them in a AOL chat group.
That's funny. Did you use MSN?
Yeah, we use MSN. What happens is, around the time about MSN, the dial-up. Do you guys know what that is?
The phone.
He said,
It's make a bunch of noise, and it takes literally 15 minutes to get on the internet.
oh nah.
And then guess what happens is you have to have 2 phone lines in the house, because if you're on the internet,
It's taking up one line.
yeah, and your mom want to use the phone, it's over. So don't get to talking to that girl and she right now give you the number, and now your mom want to use the phone, it's over. You know what I'm saying? Okay, no one knows how to repair pyramids from the scientist. Stephen Hawkins doesn't know how to pyramids from them, but Roberta knows. It was math. Anybody got anything else they want to weigh in on? Molly, what you want to say? You got something you want to say? Nothing?
Do you know what I was gonna say?
She wanted to talk about mermaids.
Next podcast, we talk about mermaids.
Now I'll talk about the
You might as well do the dodo
Megalodon's real guys.
The what?
The Megalodon.
Megalodon?
Why?
The big shark.
Alright, this is what we're gonna do. Next episode, we're gonna talk about conspiracy theories.
No, Kai's talking
Yeah,
about the
that sounds
dodo bird.
cool. And ghosts and stuff.
Ghosts.
I have a
aliens.
whole notes page ready.
No.
Alright, cool.
I don't even partake in that.
The next episode, next episode, that's what we'll be talking about.
That's what the trick
You know what, actually,
I'm a
the
ghost.
No, Kai. Kai tripped me up on purpose.
ghost of Christmas.
Oh, the ghost that tripped up Roberta up the stairs?
Yeah, it was Kai.
It was me, Barry.
You all heard that. You
Yeah.
admitted it.
Yeah. Alright, guys. Chelsea, tell them what to do so we get out of here.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Auf Wiedersehen.